In life, we always strive for progress, whether it's in a career aspect or even our bodies. We always want to be in a better shape, right? So what about our cars? Of course we like to see them progress. So in this video we're going to test drive the new Chrysler 200 and see if it actually improved on its previous model. Let's roll.
Pump it up. Pump it up. Just
Whoever watches my videos knows that besides being big on quality and interior design, I like all those like small gadgets and compartments and stuff in the cars. So in this car, it's actually really cool because you have here your center console, okay? And then also you can slide in your cup holder backwards and forwards, okay? And when you do slide it backwards, you have more room here, which here you have your 12 volt, your aux cable, and another USB outlet, which I think is really cool, and I would love to have it in every car. And personally, I dig that design. Super cool, super nice, okay? Now, by me liking some of the features in this car and the design of the interior does not say that this car is super awesome or super great. Oh, here, please, take a look. Take a look. This is the previous Chrysler 200. Complete piece of shit. You see? Garbage, garbage, okay? This car would break down so fast and everything will fall apart on it. I looked at the 2011 used model on one of these, man, the buttons were coming off. Hopefully it doesn't happen to this car, okay? Because this one has a really nice interior, so hopefully it does hold up in 5, 6, and 10 years from now. The ride of this car is pretty comfortable. It's soft, not too harsh, you know, please don't expect too much from it. It's not a Mercedes E-Class or an S-Class, it's just like a mid-size sedan, but for what it is, it's pretty nice, comfortable. The ride is soft. If I would have to compare it to something, I don't know, imagine you're being ridden in a Camry cab, it's about the same, okay? What else do you want? It's Chrysler 200. What do you expect, wonders from it? Anyway, another thing is that, you know, oh, the ride is actually better than the Honda Accord on the road. I really do find it nicer and more comfortable ride than the Honda Accord. Now, because you do have that big 3.6 engine here, you can go cruise in high speeds on low RPMs, which will contribute to your fuel mileage. And believe it or not, I think this is the first in-class 9-speed transmission gearbox. First in its class, 9-speed, okay? And you can get this 9-speed gearbox whether you get the 4-cylinder engine or the 6. So it's actually very nice, and personally I would think that you should get an amazing fuel consumption with that type of a transmission in the car, but you don't. Absolutely don't mistaken for one moment that you'll actually be saving tons of money because this vehicle supposedly shifts that much higher and you cruise on lower revs. Absolutely not. The fuel consumption in this car is fairly average and relative the same as any other car in its class, which I find surprising because they did put a lot of money into it to try to rework the transmission and to increase the gas consumption. But honestly, I've been cruising, let's see, for 250 kilometers now, and I've been averaging roughly 9.7 liters to 100 kilometers, and that's both city and driving. So do I think it's really that fuel efficient? Nope, but that's what it is. There is one really cool and useless feature that I like in this car, and I really do think that originally it was created to piss people off, okay? So pay attention closely to the screen, okay? Ta-da! Did you see that? You can turn off your Uconnect screen. So imagine this, you're driving along, somebody's staring at the string and doesn't listen to you in the middle of the conversation. You know what you do? You tell him, oh, is that how it's gonna be? Boom! You shut down the screen on them. I like that a lot. Oh my god, Chrysler, you guys are the best, I'm telling you. Anyway, as we look for the sunroof, the panoramic roof, whatever you want to call it, is about the same as in the 300. However, what I do like that differs a lot from the Chevy Malibu is the headliner. It's a solid piece. If you can recall, in the Malibu, this thing was flimsy and moving around. It was like a Play-Doh. You could design it and touch it and bend it any way you want it. But in this car, it's nice and a solid piece, okay? So it makes me realize the huge differences that they even have between the domestic car manufacturers, which is really, really, really important when you do purchase a vehicle and you plan on using it for a couple of years on long time down the road, okay? It does say a lot about its reliability as well, because if they make the headliner this way, imagine how they're using the engine components, right? So on the weekend I opened my rev-match email, and I actually noticed that some people wrote, and when I say some, literally only 2 guys wrote and asked me how come I don't specify and completely discuss the performance of each and every vehicle. And let me explain it. It's very simple. Since so far the vehicles we have been test driving are not performance vehicles. They're just regular vehicles for the everyday people, you know. Doesn't matter who buys those vehicles. When they do look into those vehicles, they're not looking in to see how fast it goes from 0 to 100. They don't look to see, you know, how tightly it sits on the corners. When people usually look to buy these type of cars, they usually look at 2 things: reliability and fuel consumption. So when I will be doing my test drives, I will be only discussing things that I believe are related to the vehicle that we're specifically driving at that episode, okay? So thank you very much for the understanding, and let's go on, okay? We did mention the engine, that the V6 in the Chrysler 200, that is the same engine in the Chrysler 300 and the Dodge Charger. It actually gave me an idea. What if we actually pitted the Chrysler 200 against the Charger to see the results we get? So in the next short video, you'll see the Chrysler 200 against the Charger in a straight line. And I really thought that the Charger might win because it's a more beastly car, but on second thought, the Chrysler 200 is a lighter car. However, the only disadvantage it would have at this point is that the Charger we pitted against has an all-wheel drive and the surface we're on is wet. And this car is only front-wheel drive. So let's go, let's play it and see the results. So when you watch those 2 videos, you can tell right away that the Chrysler 200 pulled up first on the first round, and it actually gained much start ahead than the Charger. Now if you continue watching in the second one, on the second video, on the second time, the Dodge Charger actually pulled ahead, but it's because the Chrysler 200 hit a puddle and the wheel span out, so it obviously slowed the car down. Now I'm more than confident if the 200 had the same all-wheel drive system as the Charger, which is an option on the Chrysler 200, the Chrysler 200 would definitely take the win. Okay, so let's move ahead. Hey guys, so this was our test drive of the Chrysler 200. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and all the good things, okay? Thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please, the section in the bottom and my email is attached in the description. Have a good one.